Jai Sanskar. Chapter number 5, video number 2. In this segment, previously we have already discussed that how Dauberner and how Newland has tried to figure out any order out of chaos. Newland, at the time of Newland, 56 element was known. He tried to give arrangement. He was failed into it because of lack of significance of noble gases. This law was applicable up to a calcium. Many new other elements were known. So, inspired by Newland and Dauberner, next comes the scientist named Mendeleev, who tried to arrange all the elements which were present at that time. The Mendeleev said that there is a correlation between properties of atom along with their atomic masses. If any atom has any property, it is somehow related to its atomic masses. Atomic mass is nothing but the presence of number of neutron as well as proton present in it. Okay. We denote atomic mass generally by a capital letter A. It is measured in atomic mass unit. Okay. So, element arrange according to atomic mass and the chemical properties. So, how to see which element is possessing which kind of property? So, what Mendeleev has done was he took certain elements and he tried to see that what kind of similarities are there in their chemical formation of bonds. Like how given element is reacting with oxygen, how given element is reacting with hydrogen. He said oxygen and hydrogen, two elements are mostly making bond with every other element. So, by examining the properties of oxide and hydride, he was able to make groups from on the basis of the configuration or the chemical properties of oxide and hydrides. So, at the time of Mendeleev, 63 elements were known. He concentrated on a compound formed by the element oxygen and hydrogen. He also said that property of element is a periodic function of atomic mass. So, property of any element depends on its own atomic mass. He also suggested a vertical line as a group and a horizontal row as a period. So, whatever the vertical lines of object was considered as a group, while horizontal line was considered as a row. Row is considered as a period. So, vertical column group, row is considered as a periods. So, now we will see the achievement of Mendeleev's periodic table. So, this is a first attempt by Mendeleev that he didn't say that every 4th, 5th or 6th element repeat its property. He's just said if we arrange all the elements according to their increasing atomic mass, we will be able to create groups which are having a similar property. He was able to do this also. Sometimes what happened, for example, metals like cobalt and nickel, they do have atomic number 58.9, atomic mass 58.9 and 58.7 respectively. But because cobalt has similar property to the iron, he need to put cobalt in that same particular column. So, he put cobalt first and then nickel. Although there is a violation of periodic law, that is atomic mass was not increasing if I put cobalt first and then nickels. He was also able to left certain gaps between his periodic table, and he, instead of giving any excuses or showing it as a mistake or something like that, he boldly accepted that in future certain element would be found which will have property like aluminium, boron and silicon. Later on this kind of element was found also. He named this scandium as a Ika boron, Ika, which is a Sanskrit word which says one. So Ika boron, which was then found and named scandium, Ika aluminium was then found known as gallium, Ika silicon was then found named as germanium. So he was able to predict the new occurring or new naturally occurring element without any kind of or sense of doubt. Another achievement is there, at the time of Mendeleev, noble gases were not found. So when noble gases were found, it was easy to keep these noble gases in a different group without altering any of the other elements arrangement. So these three are achievement of Mendeleev. He was able to correlate the chemical properties. He had done this. That is a huge achievement. He thought about this particular method. He did it. Then he arranged. Sometimes he need to reverse the order of atomic mass. He also did that. He left gaps. He predicted the next element which should be found. And even if noble gases were found, it was able to create we were able to create a new group and put it in that particular line. So these were the achievement of Mendeleev's periodic table. Limitations of periodic table, Mendeleev's periodic table. So limitations was that Mendeleev was not sure where to put hydrogen atom. Okay. So Mendeleev has anomaly that where to put hydrogen atom, because it resembles with property with alkali metal like sodium, potassium, etc. It reacts similarly as the sodium. So it could be a part of sodium metal, but again it occurs at as a diatomic molecule which resembles the property of halogen like chlorine, bromine, iodine. So he had this particular question, where to put hydrogen. He was not sure about the position of hydrogen. Okay, this is the first limitation of Mendeleev's periodic table. Again, another difficulty was arrangement of isotopes, because two elements having same atomic number could have different atomic masses, which are called isotopes. And these isotopes, if we are trying to arrange it in the order of increasing atomic mass, then these isotopes should also be placed. And that was a challenging job for Mendeleev. Next thing, in arranging certain elements into a similar group or similarly property having elements, sometimes Mendeleev has to do this. He need to put cobalt first and then nickel, so the formula of increasing mass was not getting followed. So these are the limitations of Mendeleev's periodic table. And that's all for now. Try to memorize this whole. Thank you.